When the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action from Nevada, Jay Nady. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Las Vegas Hilton here in Las Vegas, Nevada, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red trimmed with white, weighing 130 pounds. He captured a bronze medal in 1996 Olympics, and now he has a professional record, a perfect 17 consecutive victories without a loss, 13 of those by knockout. He's a native of Grand Rapids, Michigan, but now living and fighting out of right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the challenger, the undefeated pretty boy, Floyd Mayweather. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white, trimmed with blue, and also weighing in at 130 pounds. He comes to the ring with an outstanding credential. His 40-bout professional record stands at 30 victories, including 17 knockouts, only 1 loss and 1 draw, and 2 world titles. From South Central LA, presenting the 2-time world champion and reigning WBC super featherweight champion of the world, Genaro Chiquitito Hernandez.
Questions? No. This is for the WBC world title. It's 12 rounds. Obey my commands. I want a good, clean fight. Okay. Touch gloves. Let's go to work.
Like any young, undefeated fighter, Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s head is uncluttered by doubt. It is Chiquitito's job to instill doubt as fast as he can.
Ring the bell.
So unencumbered by doubt is young Mayweather that just like the champion, he wears into the ring on his trunks a WBC World Champion patch. As if to say, you can have that patch for now, old man, but I've got mine already on my trunks for when the bout is concluded.
That's arrogance for you, the arrogance of youth.
Sometimes if you're not sure of yourself, even when you're young, you're not going to get there later on.
Could also be a useful piece of politics if the bout goes to the judges' scorecards at the end.
Stop.
Doesn't hurt.
Don't grab his head.
Hernandez got to be careful not to be too careful. He started off real aggressive. That's a good sign. And the young man should make sure that he takes advantage of this is his moment. You may never have another. So you can't hold back, but yet you got to be mindful of 12 rounds.
Young Mayweather's better power punch may be his left hook. You see Hernandez holding the right glove up near the right side of his face for the most part. Genaro is a pretty effective defensive fighter anyway. Yesterday, in our meetings with them, Larry Merchant suggested to the two fighters that they're both counterpunchers, and Mayweather took exception. He said, I don't think we're counterpunchers. He's a boxer. I'm a boxer puncher.
Mayweather will try to wait when Hernandez stop moving around and make him watch him with his eyes, then he'll jump in shots.
Jay Nady calling it a slip, not a knockdown.
It was a slip. But he got to be careful. He may be slipping like that all night.
Yeah, but the slip happened because his tendency is when his opponent punches is to move back just like you saw. So he put himself off balance to be knocked down by a soft punch like that.
He's got reflexes. His reflexes are good. Why not use them? You want to use your reflexes because some guys don't have them.
And rest assured, we'll look at the slip again between rounds. Hard right hand to the body by Genaro Hernandez. Mayweather gets in a 1 and a 2, a left and a right to the body before Hernandez finishes the exchange.
Now you see Mayweather position his left foot on the outside. And he got his right hand on the outside. 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 He got his right hand on the outs of Hernandez. Then he slips back over.
And Nady says this is a slip also. So both fighters have been down in the first round, but neither gets credit for a knockdown.
One good slip deserves another. I see blood already in Hernandez's mouth.
Unless he has on a red mouth guard.
You may be right.
Which some fighters have been known to use.
Mayweather's real clever. He sets his foot, left foot on the outside, then he moves it to the middle when he gets ready to shoot.
Little left hooks from Hernandez inside, and round one, a tactical set two, comes to a close.
No te estés abriendo tanto para tirar, Genaro. ¿Estás bien? Necesitas tirarle el jab. Necesitas tirarle el jab.
All right, don't open up yourself when you're going to throw punches. You need to. Don't go for the head. Throw the punches to the body. We got to throw to the body.
Todo abajo mientras.
Or everything to the bottom, underneath.
El jab.
The jab, it's got to go to his hands.
No le busques la cabeza, está bien.
Both fighters' slips showing here in the first round. There you can see Mayweather putting himself off balance and going down as Hernandez charged him. I think that could be called a knockdown. I'm sorry. Even though it wasn't a hard punch, both of them might have been called knockdowns.
Pretty close calls both ways, although when Mayweather went down, you could see Hernandez's lead foot, his left foot on top of Hernandez's foot.
Yeah, and
well, that's experience, George.
Move back and you put one foot on another foot and someone falls. As again, Mayweather, he uses the front end of his left foot and really twists it left and right. And first on the outside, then back to the inside.
Saw how Harold Letterman scored the first round.
I think Mayweather may be one of the best natural fighters around. Natural because he does it just like he's walking down the street. There's no strain. Generally, it takes years to get a fighter to do the things that he's doing.
So you're saying
he's naturally.
He's relaxed in the ring for his age.
It's just like a walk down the street. But it's hard to train natural guys like that. Don't know what to tell them.
Nothing in the back of the head.
Neither fighter was busy in the first round, and Hernandez threw only 27 punches, and now they both go to the canvas. Second time to the canvas for each, and still no knockdowns in the bout.
You can't do that anymore. What's that? I know it's Roger. It's part of the game. Box. Don't wrestle.
Mayweather's real smart. Drops his hand, but as he gets close, he picks him up just a little bit. So the farther away from you, you see something to hit at, but as you get close, it disappears.
Mayweather, the aggressor, landing from outside with his jab. He got in a right cross across the top.
What Hernandez don't want to do is sit there and wait. Jab to the left, to the body, a left jab. Mayweather's going up and down.
Interesting that we've seen Hernandez going forward on so many occasions, bull rushing forward as he did there. Hernandez insisted to us yesterday, this guy is a counterpuncher and I'm going to make him lead. I am going to go backward, stay back. I don't care how dull it is. He's going to have to come to me. Genaro's crossed himself up in the first two rounds.
Yeah, you see Hernandez is very frustrated. He's the one leaping and jumping in. And these little quick fighters would make you do that.
And Nady warning Mayweather that he'll deduct a point the next time he thinks Floyd is holding Genaro behind the head.
Now.
Hard right hand by Floyd.
It's because Hernandez is sitting there waiting for something to happen. With this kind of fighter, if you're not doing anything, keep your left jab moving. Make him stop and think.
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather's having a rousing second round as he takes advantage of Genaro Hernandez's inactivity to land when he wants to land and then go away.
Now Hernandez is starting to step back a little bit. But when you step back, you got to do something.
Nice round.
Okay?
All right, let's feel the heat now. All you got to do is pump that jab no more, baby.
Jeff, pull the cap, please.
I want you using that jab, though, baby, right? Okay? Use that. You working everything else good? yelling real good. He hurt. When he smiled, he hurt, okay?
See, you make him forget about your right hand if you're popping the jab. You're popping.
That's right.
Even just a...
Then you steal with the right hand, okay? You're looking good, baby.
Okay. We will win this round, no question about it.
Ain't no question about it. Now, I told you, LaFoy, you know, after the first and second round, he starts slowing down.
This is the football season. Once again, they're getting tangled up in each other.
A little foul play by Hernandez with the elbow a little bit.
Every trick. Every trick.
And in these fights, it makes a difference. Sandy Sadler and Willie Pep.
Good left hook to the body for Genaro Hernandez to begin the third round. In the second round, Hernandez was outclassed. Mayweather landing 24 of 40 punches by CompuBox numbers. Hernandez only 7 of 33. Mayweather landed 10 of 15 jabs by CompuBox numbers in the second round.
So far, young Mayweather is simply beating Hernandez to the punch.
And he allows Mayweather to get on his feet. He's flat-footed here. Well, you don't want a fast fighter to do that. The speed plus being flat-footed, they can hurt you. You want to keep him on his toes so that he's guessing about if and then he's going to land a shot. That's what you do. Make him move.
Our Spanish interpreter, Ray Torres, and you'll see him on camera later tonight, told us that between rounds, Genaro Hernandez's corner told the fighter, you've lost both of the first 2 rounds. Hard left hook upstairs by Genaro Hernandez.
And that's the kind of fight he's got to fight now.
I agree.
He just can't sit back and wait for this kid to
Good job, guys.
open up. Stay on him. Keep some shots going at all times.
You don't often get an honest count from your own corner, but in this case, it is.
Mayweather's left foot on the outside, switches it to the left side again. And a good left hook.
Genaro Hernandez has been trained throughout his career by his brother Rudy, and the two of them make no secret of the fact that they often disagree.
Stop! That was a little bit low.
Mayweather's corner told him to keep that left hand out there. They even allowed Diaz to speak a little bit in the corner. Then he won't see the right hand. Keep that left jab going.
Well, Miguel Diaz, functioning as a cut man tonight for the Mayweathers, is one of the rising training talents in the sport. There's a big 1-2 by Floyd, who landed a left hook and a right cross.
And now this guy's really fighting with his eyes, Mayweather. Keeps his left foot on the outside when he's not busy, so that this guy throw a left hook, he just steps a little bit to his right.
Hard right hand to the body by Genaro.
Mayweather's no longer backing up at all. He's the aggressor.
One big difference in the bout so far, Floyd has been able to land combinations. When Hernandez lands, it's 1 punch at a time.
Floyd is so natural. Sometimes the worst thing a natural fighter can have is a trainer. Just kind of let them go, even in the corner. Don't tell them too much. There goes the left hook to the body by Floyd.
Well, and of course, the whole thing of being trained by your father, which is the case for Floyd now, we've seen it so often down through the history of the sport. Two-edged sword. Unique communication between the fighter and the trainer, that's good. But extra pressure for the fighter to please his key family member, his father, that can be bad.
Well said.
Coming December 8, HBO Sports presents the next edition of Sports of the 20th Century, Sugar Ray Robinson, The Bright Lights and Dark Shadows of a Champion, a documentary which traces the triumphs and tragedies of the boxer most experts called the greatest pound for pound of all time. Outside the ring, Robinson was a fearless and flashy showman, but his final days were marked by sickness and poverty. Sugar Ray Robinson, The Bright Lights and Dark Shadows of a Champion, coming December 8, only on HBO. How well did you know Ray Robinson, George?
You know, what a nice friend he started to be in the latter part of his career. We would meet up, kiss and exchange baby kisses. I had some babies that he liked. He would always give me good advice. He said, plan your work, work your plan.
Generous man, Ray Robinson.
Hernandez said before the fight, as we reported, that he was concerned about whether he would get the close rounds fighting in Mayweather's hometown. So far, the rounds have not been close. Mayweather is winning them all in the view of most of us.
One-sidedly, too. Punch stat numbers coming into the bout indicated that Genaro Hernandez had thrown and landed his jab more frequently in previous bouts than had Floyd Mayweather. So what happens tonight? Hernandez has landed 4 of 26 jabs through 3 rounds. Mayweather, 33 of 58. It's a wipeout.
Mayweather's doing a fine job, but trying to seek a knockout so early may not be a good idea. Doing a lot of feinting, making the other guy flinch, and then he gives him something afterwards.
Don't grab his head. Nothing low. Nothing low.
Hernandez kind of picking and scratching here and trying to find some kind of attack that will bother young Mayweather. Now Hernandez begins to land combinations by throwing punches from odd or more awkward angles. But Mayweather comes right up the middle with an assault.
Mayweather is getting bolder. He probably doesn't feel that Hernandez can hurt him. He's willing to do more exchanging and stay closer to him.
Yeah, he's working that pocket now. Whenever there's a miss, Mayweather seems to get a little closer.
Well, and Floyd told us yesterday that at some point Genaro would widen his hands looking to connect, and he'd have an opportunity right up the middle. He saw it perfectly, didn't he, George?
And he's doing a lot of it with his hands, and he's doing it with his eyes. Watching everything he's doing.
Hernandez has a habit as the rounds go by of eventually backing up and putting his back against the ropes. Floyd Mayweather is hoping he'll do that because he believes he can get to Genaro's body when Genaro squares up off the ropes.
Knowing that Mayweather's a good boxer, you don't want to throw away everything. Fights are won sometime in the 8th, 9th round, so you throw it all in the first 2, 4, 5, or 6 rounds, you won't have anything left.
What Hernandez is hoping for now is to catch the younger fighter leaning in. Have him chase him, lean in, and hope he can land something that changes the complexion of the fight. Because he has failed as yet to instill any doubt
There's the left
into
jab.
Mayweather.
Yeah, not just any left jab. I mean, that left jab is backing Genaro up a step when Floyd lands it.
He's so natural. He's able to stop, start all over. That's a hard task in boxing. You see a shot, change your mind, and get away. That's why I say he's the best natural fighter around, because
Another good combination for Floyd Mayweather. Ends round 4. And Genaro Hernandez is having trouble finding a clue in there against the ultra-talented young challenger.
It's nothing. It's a small cut. It's not much. You're moving too much to the right. You need to move to the left a little bit. When he comes at you, stick your hand out. You better stick that jab. And your punches got to be strong. You got to go throw out there with feelings. Hit him in.
Push him one minute. Some back there.
There we go. Put some more back on my nose. Yeah, don't worry. Right here. A lot here.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, now. Just stay there.
Round 5 begins. Harold Letterman, how'd you score the first 4?
Jim, I got a 4-0, 40-36, 40 aggressive Floyd Mayweather. Jim, I got to tell you one quick story. Jose Solimano, WBC president, likes all his officials to wear that patch. I mean, all his fighters, whether he's a challenger or a champion. Remember, Julio Cesar Chavez, Junior Jones, Zelko Mavrovic all wore the WBC patch. The only one that doesn't wear it is Oscar De La Hoya because he sold his abdomen. The advertisers on his trunks. In any case, so far, Floyd Mayweather, certainly the aggressor, winning the first 4 rounds easily on clean punching and aggressiveness.
now Hernandez moves to the left side of Floyd Mayweather, and nothing happens. That's what you want to do. Make him exercise that side of his body that he doesn't train. And that left side sometimes can be a weak side because you don't train in the gym to throw punches from that angle. It'll burn you out. Now he decided to stop.
Oh, what a vicious uppercut by Floyd Mayweather. And Hernandez has backed up against the ropes just as Floyd told us he would. And Floyd going to work. Hernandez better get his back off the ropes in a hurry.
Well, he's trying to say this guy's inexperienced. I'm going to let him throw a lot of shots, and I'm going to get him.
Well, nothing else has worked so far, George. So this may be an act of desperation.
But now Mayweather should step around the side. Don't just stand in front of him. Do the same thing, but from the side. Make him turn and face you from either the left side or the right side. But if you stand in front of him, you can only throw so many shots, and you got to take a breather.
Should Floyd square his shoulders up with Genaro's?
No, he should step around the side. This guy's waiting on him to do something to tire out. Make sure he can't see you after you finish hitting him.
Hernandez brings himself off the ropes with a 1-2 combination against Floyd. And Mayweather goes back to work in the middle of the ring with a straight right-hand lead. He's shown a lot of wrinkles in there. Boxing from angles, working behind the jab effectively, occasionally using the right-hand lead. Unveiled an uppercut in that combination that backed Hernandez into the ropes. Terrific show of boxing skills through 4.5 rounds so far by young Floyd Mayweather.
Well, the thing about Mayweather, you are the challenger, so when a guy gets into the rope, you got to do something. This is your chance. You can't allow him to just lay on the ropes and not do anything.
But he's not leaving himself open in that posture, which is the most impressive thing, because that's what Hernandez is looking for.
Hernandez manages to land a right hand over the top. Floyd Mayweather comes back with another thunderous uppercut.
Nice round, guys.
And very quickly, October 24, Boxing After Dark returns. David Reed hoping to get one step closer to his own title shot against James Cowboy Coker. Gabriel Ellis and Jesse James Leha on the undercard. Excellent show, October 24. Boxing After Dark, that's the late show here on HBO.
Sliding over here and digging through the kidney. Dig that shot through the liver. Hit him on both sides. Okay. When you try to hit the head, I keep telling you, go downstairs.
May I say something, Floyd?
We practice that all in the gym.
Okay, listen. Don't be fooled when he goes to the rope. Don't just go free-loaded. Okay?
For the camera.
That's what he's looking for, the motherfucker. You just measure with the jab. You just measure him with the jab. Okay?
All right, gentlemen.
Okay, baby.
Here's the first uppercut that Mayweather threw right through the guard of Hernandez, who was trying to lay a trap for him on the ropes. And as you heard in his corner, he was warned about that by Miguel Diaz.
Now Hernandez is starting to go to the body with his left jab. And that can be a big payoff if the fight goes beyond 10 rounds. Jab the opponent to the body too, the challenger. His corner told him to step around and hit him in the body when he gets him on the rope. Let's see if he follows that advice. Mayweather. The hardest thing in the world is to make a young fighter step around. Don't stand in front of your guy once you get in the ropes.
Interpreter Ray Torres tells us between rounds, Genaro Hernandez's brother Rudy told him you've lost all 5 rounds, and Genaro agreed. Yes, I have. So they're on the same page. Indeed, CompuBox punch-stat numbers are an increasingly accepted measure of accomplishment in the sport. And if you look back over Hernandez's long career and all the bouts that have been measured by those kinds of numbers, nobody's ever done to Genaro what Floyd has done to him numerically in the first 5 rounds, and that includes Oscar De La Hoya.
The Hernandezes may have a future as judges. The question right now is whether they have a future as champion and trainer of a champion.
You know, I like the idea that the Mayweather family allows Miguel Diaz to have some input in the corner. That's a sign of not only a father being a good trainer and manager, but almost he's on the tiptoe of being a great one. Great advice.
Low ego enough to allow Miguel to have a proper say. Smart move. If you got Miguel Diaz working in your corner, don't shut him up. As I said, he's one of the rising training talents of the sport.
The thing about Miguel Diaz, he's always at some fight somewhere. So everything he's saying is pretty knowledgeable. Like Angelo Dundee. to be in one fight making $100,000, the next fight making $100.
Well, I mean, Diaz has world champion Eric Morales on his training roster, and here he is working as a cut man.
And see, they love the sport. Now Mayweather's starting to connect upstairs with combinations. That right hand by Diaz kind of shook Mayweather a little bit.
By Hernandez, you mean?
By Hernandez.
Yeah, Genaro Hernandez. That was one of the most effective punches for for Hernandez in a long time in this bout. Looping overhand right. Now Floyd being a little cautious as Genaro goes back to the ropes again.
Boy, he's like a cat. He sees an opening, I'm far away from you, then he takes advantage of it.
The one thing he hasn't done yet is to focus on Hernandez's rib cage when he goes to the ropes the way he told us he would. Maybe that's still yet to come.
Check the head. You're looking good, but here's what I want you to do. He ain't got no more fight in him, man. He's just trying to survive. He's trying to survive now. That's what I need you to do, man.
Smart, baby.
When you get in that corner, look for something back. But when you're up in that corner, let your hands go. And dig them shots to the body and head, okay? All right, then. Be smart.
Here's a look at the top 130 pounders, junior lightweights in the world. Hernandez right there, who is in the process of being replaced by Floyd Mayweather Jr. as a new force. Roberto Garcia holds one of the belts, and Angel Manfredi.
My favorite.
Angel Manfredi might find himself in a ring with Floyd Mayweather Jr. the way this fight is going.
Roberto Garcia from Oxnard, California, same hometown which has produced Fernando Vargas, perhaps soon to fight for a title at 154 pounds. Mayweather's teammate on the 1996 American Olympic team. Two fighters meet in the middle of the ring and trade uppercuts. Mayweather's the more effective of the two. Now he tries to bang 1-2s between the guard of Genaro Hernandez.
Don't hold his head.
Sometimes the referee tell you not to hold his head, but when these guys charge you, sometimes their head run right into your chest. You got no choice but to.
I like what Floyd Mayweather said when the referee told him that. He said, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry."
And Mayweather's boxing and moving a little bit. You don't want him to be in that position because that's what he likes. Following him around.
Hernandez understands the situation he's in, and he has to make the fight and try to turn this thing around somehow.
Well, there's a way of charging him but not following him. You go on his left side and make him go in the opposite direction. Don't just follow him around while he's stepping to his left.
Well, there's no quit in Genaro Hernandez tonight. Willing to stick his head into the middle of the meat grinder against Floyd Mayweather and try to find something to do. Another brilliant right uppercut by Mayweather, and Hernandez just keeps coming. Genaro Hernandez showing his champion's will as he tries anything and everything to change the bout against the classy Mayweather.
Mayweather was able to get his right hand to the side first time.
Left hook, right uppercut, smashing stuff. Right hand lands for Hernandez. Floyd comes back with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-punch combination.
Two counter punchers trying to lead, fight each other toe-to-toe.
Genaro's taking a lot of leather.
Stand by, guys.
That's what this challenger want to do. Sway the judges. Take the fight to him. Mix it up every now and then. Do everything that you're supposed to do.
Run out. Keep your arm down.
He may be only 21 with 17 professional fights, but this is an exceptionally professional performance by Floyd Mayweather.
Now it's up to his corner to pace him now so that he doesn't burn out. That's when you need a real expert corner.
Swelling around the right eye of Hernandez and maybe just a trickle of blood at the outside edge of the eyelid.
Don't follow him around, Hernandez. Cut him off and make him go to his right.
Straight right hand lead by Mayweather. Right on the kisser.
You got to keep throwing more punches.
This is the last round.
Let me get it, Rudy. Don't let it.
No, because it's swollen. It's swollen.
But I gotta get the cut. Let me get the cut.
No, espérate, ¿sabes qué? Último pinche round. ¿Viste? Go for broke this last round. ¿Entendiste?
Déjame agarrar la cortada.
Okay, you need to go for broke.
Si no va a estar sangrando entre.
No, that's not a problem, John. Genaro.
Go ahead. Put the swell. Put the in swell right there.
Genaro. Último round. Last round. Last round. Go for broke. ¿Entendiste? Go for fucking broke.
Cierra mal los ojos. Cierra mal los guardias.
One more, champ. One more.
This last round.
Let me put the last thing.
Last round.
Here you see them exchanging on the ropes. Hernandez might have gotten a glove or a thumb in the eye, but his brother Rudy was saying last round.
I'm not sure what that's about. You heard Rudy say over and over last round.
So he may be saying to him, you must make it here or we're going to get out of here.
Let's ask interpreter Ray Torres. Ray, what was that conversation in Hernandez's corner about?
That's true. They seem that they're so far behind. He's getting beat up. He just might only go this round. They're thinking about stopping the fight. That's what I believe.
And the cut above the right eye of Hernandez to the outside of the right eye. Referee Jay Nady indicated to me via a signal that came from a punch, not a butt.
Good left hook by Hernandez.
The Mayweather kid is not backing up. He maybe should back up a little bit.
You know, Hernandez has gotten old in this fight. Old because he's in with a wonderful young fighter. But you're seeing that the thoroughbred in him come out right here.
Now he's using his jab. Hernandez is looking and throwing.
And Hernandez lands a hard left hand as he comes off the ropes. Mayweather momentarily lost his balance, but regained it without touching a glove to the canvas.
Boy, he's taking some hard shots, Hernandez, this time.
Maybe more hard shots than his brother wants him to take at this stage. Perhaps that's what was meant by last round, although I would take it more likely to mean that they want that kind of desperation from the fighter. They want him to pull out every stop as though it's the last round and his only chance is to win by KO.
I think that's it. They told him to go for broke.
Yeah.
But at this stage of the fight, he should be taking it to the younger opponent. He's in a difficult territory, new territory. Don't back up and give him courage. Take it to him.
Well, when you need to fire and you don't, it's often because you don't like what's coming back.
Amen.
Every old fighter, sometimes along the way, is going to run into a young, strong, quick, ambitious young guy trying to take everything away from him. That's what's happening here.
In boxing, you're not going to run into many Mayweather young type fighters. Believe me, this guy is something special. I think that Hernandez may be finding himself being caught too many times. This guy's not putting him away, but he's giving him such punishing blows that if you got a corner, you may want to wonder if you want your fighter to just be beaten up from pillar to post. Down to the body.
You think a champion wants to give up his title on the stool, or does he just recognize the reality?
Sometimes your life is a little more important than a title belt, and this guy's hitting him.
And that's when it's the corner's job to show that right.
That's right.
And of course, that's complicated here because Rudy is Genaro's brother.
Somebody in there is saying that's it.
Rudy is going to turn to referee Jay Nady and say that's enough.
You want to quit? Is that the end of the game? Your brother says
Rudy Hernandez stops the fight.
And I think that was courageous. You need sometimes a brother who loves you, care about you. Angelo Dundee said, I'm the chief corner man, stop the fight. He wasn't going to let Larry Holmes punish Muhammad anymore. So I think that was a great move.
Floyd Mayweather, tears of joy. His brother, or rather his uncle Jeff, and his father Floyd Sr. both rushed to the middle of the ring to embrace Genaro Hernandez, a proper show of respect for a great champion who was beaten by a younger, better fighter tonight.
No better said. No better said.
Come on, stand up. Stand up, you did. Get it, baby.
And there's his mom in the ring. This guy did everything. His dad has been away. Now he's come back to see his son become champion of the world. That's really wonderful.
You're looking at a happy family now.
You know, Muhammad Ali was fighting his son in Liston, and prior to the fight, he went out to see his brother fight. Rockman, I think?
Yes.
And he told him he got beat up. He said, I'm not going to let you fight anymore. I'm going to take care of you. I see in the Mayweather family that same kind of doctrine. He's going to look after his family, plus he's going to look after himself.
Tears in the eyes of Uncle Jeff.
Yeah, this is wonderful. Very wonderful.
Floyd's tears continuing to flow. A beautiful scene here in the ring at the Las Vegas Hilton as Genaro Hernandez congratulates the new champ. Punch stat numbers from a one-sided fight. Floyd Mayweather landing 118 more, by far the harder shots, throwing nearly 100 more punches, connecting with over half. Quick look at the scorecard shows us that Genaro Hernandez won only 2 rounds on judges' scorecards. One judge gave him the 7th round, another judge gave him the 8th round, the one just completed, but a third judge had all of the rounds going to Floyd Mayweather, and that's the card I would endorse.
Ladies and gentlemen,
here's Michael Buffer.
At the end of the 8th round, Genaro Hernandez's corner informed referee Jay Nady they could no longer continue. Referee Jay Nady calls an end to the bout. The official time at the end of round 8. The winner by knockout victory in this, his 18th professional bout, his 14th KO. He is now the undefeated WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Pretty Boy